Speaking of specifics, right, because it's a market which is going to be difficult to trade as an index, so therefore look at specifics. Well, watch out for Zomato because Jefferies has downgraded the stock to a hold from its earlier rating of a buy. Harsh Johnson to give us more details of why is Jefferies doing this. Harsh, is it competition? Is it saturation? What is it?
It's a bit of, it's more of competition than saturation, Neeraj, but it's a bit of 2-3 factors playing out. I'll cover the first one. You've seen a very strong rally in the stock, and therefore they're trying to suggest that there'll be some amount of consolidation, at least in 2025. That's the expectation coming in. So that's point number one. Point number two is the competition that's coming in, and there is new competition coming in a strong fashion, and therefore there will be pressure with regard to margins as well as profitability. They're pushing back profitability. They've toned down with regard to the expectations, EBITDA expectations from the Blinkit business of Zomato for FY26 and 27. And both of those factors leading to tweaks in Blinkit's valuation per se, which is what is impacting the stock valuation that they are ascribing to Zomato as well. So that's point number two. Aggressive moves by incumbents and entry of new players. Both of those factors will play out as competition ramps up. There is a threat to medium-term profitability, especially where Blinkit is concerned due to this competition. And they are worried on the rise of a quick commerce competition. So all of those three lines which they've written out point to the fact that the competition is going up and why they need some bit of EBITDA normalization over the next 2 years, which will likely impact the EBITDA numbers. Last off, just with regard to the multiple itself, they've cut the target multiple by half for Blinkit to 6 times, which is what has led to the downgrade, 275 being the target price versus earlier 335, upside just about 1% now.
Thank you for that, Harsh. That's Zomato and Jefferies downgrade coming in on the stock. It did see pressure in trade yesterday itself. Some follow-on selling may not be ruled out on back of that brokerage call. Sunny, what is the word on Zomato? And then, of course, Kunal, I'll talk to you about the technicals as well. But you want to first go at this, Sunny, on Zomato? What do you do? Do you use this current opportunity as a buying trade or a long trade, or is it best avoided?
I would like to add on dips because of this volatility, and the reason being that despite of increasing competition on the quick commerce side, the growth opportunity is pretty robust for all the players. So I think the pie is pretty large, whether it is in quick commerce segment or on food delivery segment. So I think yes, with the recent entry of Flipkart, there has been an entry of a deep pocket player. But I believe again there is a space for everyone to grow. So I think I would be a buyer in both, in fact, Zomato and Swiggy on any correction during the month of January.
So you would buy Zomato and Swiggy on correction. Kunal Rambia also with us this morning is founder of The Street. Kunal, I'm just wondering if you have any take on a Zomato.
Absolutely. We have been discussing about Zomato on our channel since quite a long time, right? Because the trend was absolutely positive. Now, if we just go back and check the historical data, on 2nd of August, the counter was up by around 12%, and from 240, it went up to as high as 280 kind of levels. Now, that 240 level was tested almost 3 times by the counter, and that support was taken and the counter kept making new high. As of now, it's trading near 264. As I've always been saying, the trending counters have to be bought in the correction itself. So keep this level of 240 in mind. If the Zomato remains above 240, it's absolutely comfortable adding on dip. Because of panic, we might get an opportunity to buy near that support. If the counter closes below 240, then this entire view of last 2 years, which is the trending view, might just come to an end. But till the time, it's a buy on dip counter.